Hi, this is Emery, and I just wanted to show you how to do this activity on putting decimals in order. This is something I've just noticed a lot of students have trouble with, so I just want to take a moment to just show you kind of what they're asking for and how you can be successful in this exercise. So first of all, it says put these numbers in order from greatest to least. You're going to notice that they keep on changing up the instructions. Sometimes they say greatest to least, and sometimes they say least to greatest. So it's important that you read the instructions carefully. And now, so to put them from greatest to least, remember with decimals, we want to first compare the ones place, because the ones place is where we're looking at the whole numbers. So with the decimal, the ones place represents something that's whole, and then everything after the decimal represents parts of numbers. So in this 5.14, for example, if this was talking about apples, we would be saying that I have 5 whole apples and then 0.14 of an apple. So 5 whole apples and a part of an apple. So if I'm going to put it from greatest to least, I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to just click it and drag it and then let it go. And I'm going to start with this one because it says 6, and the rest of these say 5. So this one's 6 whole apples and some of an apple, and then the rest of these are 5 point something. So now, that's definitely the greatest. Let's look at the next greatest. The rest of them have 5. So now I'm going to look at the place after the decimal, the tenths place. And I'm going to pick the number that has the highest number in the tenths place. In this example, that would be 5.71. So this is more of a whole than any of these other ones. If I think about it in terms of money, if I thought this is $5.71, then 71 cents is greater than 14 cents, 15 cents, or 67 cents. And then 67 would be the next, 5.67, and then 5.15 would be after that, and then 5.14 is the least. So now they're in order from greatest to least. This one, notice, says put numbers in order from least to greatest. So now I'm going to put the least on this side and the greatest on the other end. So let's see, the least one is going to be 7.1 because it has 7 wholes and only 1/10. And then 7.7 is the next one, 7.9 is after that, and then 8.4 is the greatest because 8 is greater than 7. So even though it has 0.4 afterwards, this is the same as saying I have 8 whole and then some, whereas this is only 7 whole and then some. Okay, and now it says least to greatest. It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to start with 1.13, then 1.43, then 1.82, and then 2.98. So I'm putting it from least to greatest, starting with the whole, comparing the whole numbers, and then I compared the tenths place. 3 is the least, and then 4, and then 8, and then I have the 2.98, which is the greatest. I'm skipping a level. Okay, because this is what I wanted to show you. So on occasion, you'll see this where there's numbers that go to the tenths place, and then there's numbers that go to the hundredths place. You're still going to follow the same process of comparing the tenths place first. And that's because even though this is 0.2 and this is 0.63, this is 2/10 and 0 hundredths, even though the 0 isn't written, and this is 6/10 and 3 hundredths. So let me explain a little bit more what I mean. If I'm putting this from least to greatest, this is definitely the least because it's 2.2. The next is actually going to be 2.29 because now I'm saying that I have 2/10 and 9 hundredths. The next is going to be 2.63 because even though you might say, well, wait a second, you've got a 9 though. 63 is greater than 9. Remember, this is 9/10, and this is only 6/10. You've got 6/10 and then 3 hundredths, but this is 9/10. Even though you don't have anything in the hundredths place, it's a greater number. And then, of course, the greatest one is going to be the 3.6. All right, and now it's your turn.